here from Tiffany Cosplay with the little fluff. She's so nice and clean. She got a bath this weekend. It took a bit, but she's a lot easier to bathe than Chella was because her hair is not quite as water resistant. So yeah, you're a good girl. Yes. You gonna run away soon? But anyway, good morning everybody, or afternoon I guess now. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Hi Adam from New York, hi Adam from San Antonio, Caspian, welcome on, and thank you for the host. Hi Alchemist, hi Crazy Monster Boss, welcome on, welcome on. Okay, you gonna run away now? I know I'm talking. I know you don't like it when I talk a lot. Yeah. Meow. Yeah. Prara's on her food bowl. She is more than halfway down the stairs now with it. Yay! And she's just constantly meowing. And good news. So I was working in the living room this weekend. She's still just meowing. And she came down on her own and kind of visited like 4 times in one day. It was just like, so the stairs are actually working for moving her food bowl down every day 1 step. So, yes, yes. Hi OMG, welcome on. But yeah, it's been a busy weekend for me. A lot of working on this bad boy. I got some of the Keyblades, the pipe all cut for it. Yeah, a lot of sanding. This thing took forever. Just, it took longer than I thought it would. So I'm excited to keep working on it. Also, on my cosplay YouTube channel, I have officially released now 2 of our latest new type of videos. One is over cosplay tools and materials, and the first one was over a heat gun. And then the second one got released today, and that one, these type of videos are gonna be basics, like really basics. And the first one was how to thread a sewing needle, a hand sewing needle. So super basic. Yeah, there you go, Caspian. But the plan is to do a bunch of different ones, like materials like EVA foam, Worbla, leather, tools like X-Acto knives, scissors, airbrush gun, and painting, and then like techniques on how to glue EVA foam, how to cut it, how to heat treat it, just things like that. That's what I can think of off the top of my head. But there's a huge list I have, and I'm trying to make them as quick as I can, but it does still take a little bit of time. So be patient, but we get lots of them. So go check them out there on the Cosplay YouTube. Yes. Yes. Also, I got back into Planet Zoo, so I've been playing that a bit. Just in their like sandbox mode, because I had 100% beaten it, so it's been fun. Hi Alchemist, welcome on. Is there a tool against being lazy? I don't know. But yeah, today's plan is to work on the shield, obviously. I've gone through, this whole piece is now glued on, the detailed piece, and I've already cut it all with an X-Acto blade, so we're going to use a heat gun to open up each of these lines, and then you'll actually be able to see it. I've also gone around the entire trim and drew on my pattern, and we're going to be doing a new technique with the puff paint for shirts and stuff on all of the edges. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So, nah, thanks, Crazy. But that's it. What else? Do I have any other things? Oh, other announcement. We do have new commands. As requested, y'all wanted the exclamation point followage, or at least I had tons of people always doing it, so that's in there. I think there's exclamation point followers now, if you want to see the exact number of people that are following the channel. And a bunch of other ones. I think I put them in the Discord, so you can check them out there. Yep. Hi Iconic Magic, welcome on. Hope all you are great night. Tiff and her streams. Aw, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so I'm ready to get started, and I'll show you a little bit more of the puff paint. This I've seen it used a lot in the past, but I've personally have never used it on my work. And I'll show you kind of why I haven't used it before. Hi, Foot Pokemon. Okay. So this is the little puff paint stuff that we're gonna be using. This thing is, let's see, does it have a year on it? I think it was manufactured in 2002. Yeah. I have a lot of like really old paints that I never used because my mom, when I was a kid, she'd go to garage sales and yard sales, and the little old ladies would just like sell a whole thing of paint for like $2, and you'd get like 50 of these. And same with acrylic paints. So that's where I got a lot of my sewing and my paint supplies from, which is super cheap. So, but yeah, with this stuff, is it still, yeah, this one, some of them are a little dry. This one was good though. I've always kept them in like a closed container and stuff that kind of keeps a lot of the air out. But here, so this one I just did this morning and it's a little bit thicker. Let's see if you can kind of see. You can kind of see the thickness. Where all of these other ones are dry, I did try to peel them off. It does come off if you peel, but if you bend it, it still stays on the EVA foam, which is what I was really more interested in. Also, when I applied it, this being my first time testing it out, I thought I applied it really thick, and then when I woke up this morning, it was like squished down flat. So I'm hoping I applied this part, this little question mark thingy, really thick, and it seems to be drying a lot better and less flat. It does, though, leave a slight texture, so it's not an even line, which I don't like too much, but for our detail around the border, which is gonna be stupid, lots of little stuff, that's what we're gonna be using it on. So yeah. But new technique. Another way you could probably do it was with a hot glue gun, but I only have my thick hot glue sticks and I don't have a little thin gun. A thin one would kind of work, but it does peel off easier than this. So, but I'm pretty happy so far with this as being a base detail. Yep. There we go. Yes, all of y'all spam everything in chat. Enjoy the new ones. I actually don't know, I'll have to look back because some of them I took off the timer for if you could have everybody do it after another time or whatever. But yeah, that took a long time to set up, longer than it was supposed to, because I'm still working with, I do have OBS Streamlabs, but I'm using it half through their new 2021 version, but all of my commands are through the 2018 version, and so I had to really dig and research on how to code all of the stuff. So yeah. But hopefully it is doing okay. And if there's any ones that I'm missing, let me know. Yeah. There you go. Let's see, Caspian's been following for a year and 3 months and 4 weeks. So basically a year and 4 months. And then Alchemist has been following for 2 years and 6 months. Woot woot. Okay, so with this was all the 2mm that we glued on here. All of these lines I've actually gone through with an X-Acto knife and just pierced through the 2mm. This is going to be, like, by doing this and you use a heat gun afterwards, it actually opens up the line, and you'll be able to notice it a lot more. So that's what we want. Which one controls the confetti can? And let's see, Foot's been following for a year and 9 months. Yep. Yeah, when I do it, it's like, Tiffany has been following Tiffany for some person cannot follow themselves. And it's like, oh, okay. How long has Chessbot 2 been following? Actually, I don't know if I have him set up as following. Okay, let me get the heat gun out. Yeah, I'll show you mine so you can see it. exclamation point. There's mine. A user cannot follow themselves. Okay. And I cleaned the studio a little bit and vacuumed. After giving Fluff a bath on Saturday, like, I blow dried her so she was all dry, but there's just hair everywhere. And so I've been having to clean up a little bit more after her, but she seems to be doing a lot better, and a lot happier, and she's so clean and soft now. So yeah, good, good. Okay. It's all twisted. Sent you something on Discord? Okay. Oh, that's cool. I need to play more Wowzers. Also, wait. Hey! That's me! That's me! Cool. Okay. I am heat treating. I need to set up the camera too. Sorry, I gotta get back into the motions of what the hell I'm doing. Y'all know. Typical. I have my card in here. Yes. It is, yeah. How was your weekend, Adam? I know you said you had work, I think? Hi versus Tiffany. Wings included. I now have a cat hair stuck in my eye. No. Okay, I got it. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep this in focus as much as possible. No guarantees though, so. But I gotta do a little bit for the camera first. Awesome, Andrew. Thank you for the host. Welcome on. Hope you're doing well. I'm just doing a part of this right now for my camera, and then I'll do the rest for the stream. It's gonna take a little bit to heat treat everything. I think that's good. Okay, now I can move this out of the way. Distractor, you're done! Okay. What did I miss? You hit -12 on wind chill last night? I am sorry. That's awful. Yeah, it's 80s here, so just a wee bit different, you know. So happy to be inside and off until Friday. Ooh, nice. Do you have plans then? So the only thing with doing this is you do have to be aware that it does, using a heat gun, it will activate the contact cement glue, which is underneath. So you kind of have to make sure that you push down everything again. so your edges don't round. Might snow in Austin next week though? Oh, I hope not. See, I've got tank stuff on Saturday, so I'm hoping it's not cold. Germany, it's a total snow chaos in part, which you haven't seen in 22 years. Wow. Yeah, I've seen some other cosplayers posting like snow stuff. Sunburn is still really bad. I've gotten like sun blisters before as a kid. You get them on your nose and it's awful. Yay, ginger blood. I don't know why that one came off. And just push them all back down. Okay. Hopefully y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. Is the tank insulated? The tank, when it's cold, it's cold. When it's hot, it's hot. So, tis life. But it's just a maintenance day. Since we haven't ran it in over a year, we need to make sure it's still running and like if there's anything that needs to be fixed. And we're not going to have any events again this year probably. They've already canceled halfway all of this stuff just because of all the COVID things. Which is smart, but we still have to make sure, you know, it's still running. It's easier to keep something going than rather than fix something that broke. So. Num21, thank you for the new follow. Thanks, up. Thicker EVA foam is not quite as bad, but on the 2mm, it definitely curls no matter what, so you always gotta kind of go back and push everything. You should make gunfires. I mean, yeah, but that one's probably the easiest thing, just because it's all like an illusion. So yeah. Okay. You can see where the heat guns hit right here versus where it hasn't. That is how you know something is heat treated. Your gun sounded like it was dying for a second. Ugh. For me, with cosplay tools, when one thing breaks, it happens where, like, everything starts breaking. And I have to replace all the stuff at once. This sucks. But I do use a lot of the tools a lot more than they're intended for. Caspian. Reminds you of when we'd pass the torch over smalls real quick to smooth them, but up for yeah. Yep. Pretty much. I'm gonna temporarily just do like that. Maybe I won't be cut off as much. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I have it on medium heat right now, not the high. I don't know, a little much. Okay, then we got this section here. You can see here where it's not open compared to like something here. The big engineering thing is going to be having the sword sit behind it. So I'm going to have to create a inside a sheath. And also a handle to hold. Okay, nice. And then we have this way. If it gets too loud, let me know, because I'm getting closer to the mic and I don't want to completely kill y'all's ears. Right here. No, I love the sweet smell of pecan. Okay. Protculus, thank you for the host. Much love. How are you today? Oh, so when I was drawing on all of my lines this weekend for this, I had to sit on the ground just because it takes up too much room to turn this all the time. But Fluff was sitting on my lap, but underneath the shield, so it was kind of funny. She was like in a little dome hat, just happy as can be. reason I'm also heat treating this right now is because once we add the puff paint, we're not going to want to use a heat gun on it because it's going to bubble it. And the rest of the pieces that'll be added onto here will be added after they're done being painted. Okay, so that side's done. Let's see if you can kind of see the difference. I'll switch to the other cam. So what is this? Which way? Which way? There you go. So this side is heat treated. This side is not. Okay. Looks amazing. Thank you. And cheers. Okay. And I'm not too worried about the center line. I'll probably go in later on. Like, first everything has to be finished being made and stuff, but if the crack, normally you just add a little bit of heat gun again, a little bit of the heat, and you can push the seam back together. But if it's too much, then I'll just go in with some foam clay and kind of just fill in the crack, and it works pretty nicely. We will move away from the mic this time. Push draw back down. Okay. So a few people answered earlier, but did anybody else do anything over the weekend? I did get barbecue for dinner on, I think it was Friday. Brisket, and then sausage, some potato salad, refried beans, and then some pickles. It was yum yums. And I also bought a thing of the barbecue place. They make their own sauce, so bought a bottle of their sauce. I always go through all of it. You too? You love barbecue? Yes. It's yum yum. Pork ribs used to be my favorite, but then too many places like left too many of the bone stuff in it. Not like the main bone. I'm used to that, but they have all of the little floating bone pieces, and those too many issues with my teeth. So I need to send you some from what place? You're already hungry? Of course. Of course. I mean, this channel, it's a food channel, right? All we do is talk about food. Who knew making cosplays would actually be just making you hungry? A&M barbecue sauce, local joint down here. Ah, okay. Yeah, for me, I am a big sauce person when it comes to barbecue. And that's how I rate a lot of it. Where other barbecue places, they're like, they only do off of their meat. Like, there's some barbecue places that don't even, like, have sauce. They're like, we don't believe in it. And I'm just like, but that's barbecue for me. You like partly got this section, but not fully. So I just want to make sure. Lovely squeaking sounds. Okay. Cooking stiff streams. It is as a sub goal for doing sushi. I think it's, I don't remember the number, but yeah, it is on there as a list. So I've had the request a couple of times now. Good meat for barbecue is one thing. Having a perfectly complementary sauce to makes it much better. Yes. Yes. Plus, you can't, like, barbecue, for the most part, is pretty good. But, you know, sometimes it's a little dry, depending on you know, everything. So, I'd rather have that sauce, just in case. And if you don't have it, and your meat is dry, and you only rely on your meat, I'm never coming back then. But the potato salad, yes, that's another big thing for me. Like, I didn't used to like it, but with barbecue, I love it. Especially when they have, like, all those little pickles in it. I love pickles. Do I do baked potatoes? I'm okay with them, but not really too much. I like doing baked potatoes with like chili and barbecue sauce, cheese, chives, and a little bit of cream cheese, or no, sour cream, sorry, sour cream. But it can be a lot, so. Yeah. One of your favorites? Yes. See, I technically eat salad, just potato salad. It has a few. I don't know if a pickle is a vegetable, but it's got that in it, and potatoes, which isn't a vegetable. I actually don't really know what's in potato salad besides potatoes, pickles, and mayonnaise, I think? I've never made it before. You're not a huge fan, but we have people who come back into town immediately, hit the place. Huh. Mustard, it's yellow potato sauce. Okay. That's good to know. Well then, I guess I like the stuff with the mustard in it, because most of them's always like a yellowy tint and not white. That's probably what it is. All the barbecue places have the yellow color, and all of the like family reunions, old people places typically have just the white ones, and I've never been a fan of those. Hi After Hours, Pokemon! How are you? Gonna lurk. Shield's looking great though. Aw, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Mayonnaise, onions, pickles, sometimes sausage, some vinegar, and guess what? Potatoes! Wait, potato salad has potatoes in it? Oh, nani? Hi, Bunny Cosplay, welcome on. How are you today? We're finishing up our heat treat on the top, and we just opened up all of the lines that I had done earlier, where I added, went around and carved with an X-Acto knife halfway through the foam, and we've been opening up now. Okay. Oh, forgot to say, Fluff really likes to try to walk on top of this too. She's been a huge fan of it. Okay. Yeah, it's looking nice. Now that we added the heat treat kind of on it, it's like laying how I wanted it to. But it's all gonna change once we flip it over. So, and I gotta go deal with this hair. It's like awful in my eye. Got it. Gotta love my fluffle-doos. And her hair everywhere. Okay. So now, I just want to do a quick heat treat on the back as well. I'm just gonna switch it to the main cam, since there's not really a point to have the top one on right now. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna put it on high. There will still be stuff added to the back before I do my priming and everything, but I'd rather have most of this heated up first before we go in and add all of the puff paint to the edges. You gotta be careful heat treating on high though, because if you go too slow or you do too thin of EVA foam, it will actually burn it. Okay, Dunskies. Nice and pretty. And then there's gonna be, ooh, am I gonna add those now? Let me check. So I have other pieces that we're gonna do the same technique here. Oh, sorry. Wrong can. So these pieces, this is the center, like, cross piece things that go like that. And, Jenny Rose, thank you for the raid of 24. Much love, and I hope your stream went well. Welcome on, everybody. My name's Tiffany from Tiffany Green Cosplay, and we are currently working on my Sacred Shield Charlotte cosplay from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. So yes, hello, hello. And thank you, Reborn Thinker, for the new follow as well. Much love. But yeah, so this piece is the one that's gonna go, there's like 3 of them here that go like that. And then we're gonna have this on here, but I wanna do the puff paint on all of that. So I kind of have to do a few more things first. So, unfortunate, but yeah. Yep. Yeah, I think we have, do you remember our command? Is it, oh, I had it something. But yeah, thank you for the raid. Go give them a follow too. Yes, my community. Go do it now. Met you in Dallas before. Ah, that's cool that y'all met. Miss Scratches, thank you for the follow as well. Nice love. So yeah, we've been doing a shield today. If you're interested in any of my past cosplay work, best place to go is my Instagram, which is Tiffany Gordon Cosplay. But yeah, this is our shield that we've been working on right now. Yee. More cosplay content for you to consume. Yee. Yep, we do a bunch. We do cosplay making streams here as well as gaming streams.
Write it down.
No, Daniel, thank you for gifting a sub to Johnny Roast. Much love, and I hope you're doing well too. Daniel, let me write it down. Yeah. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. I know, forever in the scrolly thing. I should just like never take your name off and that'd be good, right? Yeah. You actually love these kind of cosplay builds, everything from scratch. Yep, I make every single one of my cosplays myself. So I do all of the sewing, the EVA foam work, leather work, 3D modeling, 3D printing, EVA foam, Warbler, everything. I don't know what I missed. But if you want to check out any of my other cosplay build stuff, like these, I have them all on my YouTube. So, yes. I'm writing it down. Gift ones up. Cool. Okay, I wrote it down. Forever in the book. Forever. So, yeah. The Daniel scrolling thing, yes. Yep. But you have to go. That's okay. Have a good rest of your day at work. Hopefully it's going okay today. And cheers to you. Alright. So the next thing we're gonna be doing, now that this is all fully heat treated and everything, we're gonna go do our little puffy paint stuff to all of the edges, trying out this new technique. So gonna head out to eat lunch. Thanks for taking care of the community. Have a great stream. Aw, well, thank you for stopping by and having me read here. Have a great rest of your day. Spirit Blossom Art. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. That was my, let's see. I'm gonna switch it this way. That was my third Ari I think I've made. I've done the original Kata Ari, the Kata Ari the Baddest, which is the black outfit, and then the Spirit Blossom Ari one. Okay, let's do that. Am I here now? Yep. Okay. Let us see how this goes. And I'll just keep this out as my little tester thingy. Oh, I do need to film this too. I'll film it when I get on that side. That'll be best. Don't let me forget, chat. Yeah, can't forget all of the tutorial stuff. There we go. See how bad I shake today. Fortunately, there's bubbles in it. Clean it off a little. There we go. Get rid of the bubbles. Yeah, this is gonna take a long time doing this. Oh wait. Huh? Are you studying or are you already graduated? I have a BFA in studio art with a concentration in fibers and weaving and an undeclared metalsmithing degree. So I've been graduated now from college 7 years, I think? Yeah, I'm an old person now. How are you for the new follow? Much love. But yeah. And my past career, I was a jewelry designer. So I was for a really big company. I designed, made the prototypes. So yeah. And then I was gonna do graduate school in London, but it was too expensive and I had a full-time job, and then I got bored of my full-time job and I got back into cosplay and quit my job, and now I do this full-time. So hi Boxy, welcome on. How are you today? I know, I'm an old person now. You can clip that. Okay, problem is with heat treating on this part, it got a little dark, so it's hard to see. But I think... No, stupid bubbles! Stop bubbling. Okay. I look so young. I looked a lot younger with my natural blonde hair. I just recently went brunette, and now people think I look a little closer to my age. But yeah, I get asked it all the time. Used to be when I would do my late night streams and I'd have a glass of wine with me, they're like, are you even old enough to drink? It's like, yeah, I'm almost 30. I hope I'm old enough. You know. Come on, steady hands, you can do it. Some days my hands are just a lot less sturdy than normal. Yeah, we don't have link posting just because I had a bunch of people a long time ago come in and doing things. But you can post links in Discord. That's all good. Yeah. Yep, yep. So I'm trying to keep it a little more thick. Have I done jewelry design as part of my cosplay? No, I mean I've done metalsmithing as part of my cosplays before, like my Ciri belt for from Witcher 3. I made her belt out of copper. It was etched and die formed. So I did all that, but it's too expensive. But I've made earrings before for costumes. But I never had a passion for jewelry. And if you're interested in some of my like past work from college, I have that on my website. But even in college, I made giant 8 feet across hoop skirts where I would weld the hoop skirt and then I'd do paper dresses and metal corsets and things. So. I hope so. Yeah. That was funny. I missed yours, Alchemist. Actually, I may go get some wine to help sturdy. Are the Keyblade skeleton frames finished? I have them bent to the shapes they are and cut now, Voxy, but I have not worked on them since. Did a bunch of cleaning around the house this weekend and worked on the shield mostly, and then just cut all of the pieces. Yeah, I'm also in the process of, besides making this costume, I'm making Keyblades from Kingdom Hearts. And I'm doing the Starseeker Keyblade and the Destiny's Embrace one. And those are going to be for a stretch goal for a Kickstarter for a cosplay competition that I'm a judge for, which is the ultimate online cosplay competition. So if you're working on a cosplay yourself, you can enter it into that. And there is tons and tons and tons of great prizes and great sponsors for the show. Yeah, different project altogether. Just a wee bit, so. The cap got clogged. Yep. Come on. It was working fine, but now we've got a chunk stuck in it. But I mean, the paint's kind of 10 plus years, so. There we go. That's how it should be. Except when it has the bubble. paints. It's just like fabric puff paints that I'm using. Trying it out for like the first time. It was working better on my samples, but I also had a little bit more of a steady hand when I was doing it yesterday. Today I'm a little shaky. I got pretty close to the pattern I designed when I did this, but it still got a little off. So, but I don't really think anybody's gonna notice it too much. Okay. I'd rather just do all the little small little dots. They're so much easier. Yeah, they get kind of close, but yeah, it dries also, so when it dries it goes pretty flat. But I kind of wanted it to look more like small little details on it, I guess. Mix it up a little more. See if that works. Yo! There we go. Okay. Like when it comes out, it works, but when it gets a little hard to hold and you have to squeeze a lot more of it, it doesn't work as well. And in the end, if I don't like this, I can just peel it all off, so. Good thing though is this is all going to be covered at the bottom, so it's okay if we mess up there. should start seeing the pattern starting to repeat. And that one had lots of bubbles in it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Kind of just zoning out doing this at this point now. How is Ches? He's doing okay. He got his cage moved to a different side of the place. So he's still like, he's never really seen, like he's seen like outside and stuff in sunlight and all, but never like 24/7 having a window he can look through all the time. So he's been a bit kind of scared where he is now. He still has his own little place, but he's just kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this. Is he being nice or not nice today? I mean, he's being Ches. my little gremlin. But I love him. But yeah, for also moving him downstairs, like from one room to the other, or not one room, but one side of the living room to the other, Fluff feels more like she can go down there, where I think beforehand she thought it was his territory. So it's kind of one of those things also of trying to encourage the Fluff to come down. And she went yesterday and visited him, and he didn't come and say hi, which was good, because normally he's super friendly and wants to be your friend and say hi, and she just gets really scared, so. Does he look out the window? No, he, the windows are higher than his cage, but he can have, like, if somebody walks by on the first floor, he can see them. And I think he can see cars go by, but I'm not sure. Just because the first floor, basically the road level is the height of my first floor's roof, I guess? Maybe a little lower. But yeah, so the road's here, but my townhome is like that much lower, and it's weird, so yeah. Going and doing all the easy ones first. But yeah, he's been there for, like, his old place in my place was at least a year and a half, so moving him now is like, but that was my territory, so now he's kind of a little confused. No, that one's cute. That one looks like a bunny. Is it a bunny emote for Tarculus? I can't tell offhand. Arthurius the Bleater, such as. Yes, a bunny. Yee. Yee. I like the bunnies, obviously. Bunnies are my favorite animal. But they are a little bit more high maintenance than I thought they would be. Mine has a bit of a personality, to say the least. Hi, Ninja, how are you doing today? Attitude, yeah, he definitely. He's like, what was the is it Pet's Life that had the dog, and then it had like a white rabbit and stuff, and he was all like tough and stuff, and like he'd hear a noise, and then he'd like drop a few little poos, like all scared. That is so the personality of Ches. Like that is to the core Ches. So it's funny. What's the, I think it's actually like a pinkish purple, but it's a fabric craft thing that's 10 years old. So I'm making it work, but yeah. It's the puff paint for shirts, basically. So you put it on a shirt, and then you let it dry for 24 hours, and then the top thickness of the paint will come off, but then the bottom stays there. So I'm using it on the foam, and it works pretty well. I have to make sure I don't touch any wet spots. But this was on my sample yesterday, and like it does peel off. I already peeled that part, but you have to actually like try to. But you can bend it on the foam and it still holds its shape. So yeah. Yeah. He is, you know. If you just picture little Ches in all of the videos and stuff, like he's totally, yeah. But this is, I've seen this a few times, like other people do this. I've kind of avoided it just because it doesn't look very even when you do it, but for what I need for this detail on the shield, it's gonna work. But it dries at different thickness, like heights. And you have to apply it a lot higher than what you think you need it, because it will kind of sink down. See ya! Oh, well, thanks for stopping by! Have a good one, Protculus. Yeah, we're still there. But it seems to be working until, like that. I get a little bubble, or there's like a piece of like dried paint in it. We'll see if I actually have enough to go around the whole shield, because we got a lot more to do. You've been caught watching the stream at work. Oh no! Be safe! You can always watch it afterwards on YouTube as well. So yeah, but don't get in trouble. Hi Wizard Grim, welcome on. Hope all is well. Shield looks sharp. Aw, thank you. Yep, doing well. We're just adding our details right now. Okay. Yeah, we've got so far all of that done. Trying to make it in the stream. There we go. want that. Points on them end up drying really bad. Yee! Smooth down. There we go. Smitteries, thank you for the new follow. Much love. Yeah, I have a paper towel that I've been kind of doing all my test stuff on. And wiping the needle off to kind of keep it a little clean. There we go. But yeah, if you're just getting here, welcome. My name's Tiffany from Tiffany Gordon Cosplay. We are working on my shield for my Sacred Shield Charlotte cosplay from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. If you want to see any of my past works of cosplays, I made a new cosplay every single month last year. Those you can find easily on my Instagram, which is also Tiffany Gordon Cosplay. Isn't sure from your post, are you making the full cosplay or just the props in case the So I'm making the full cosplay, but this is going to be a 2-month build. So this month, my goal is to focus on the sword and the shield, and then next month would be doing the rest of the costume. So like the wig, the cape, the boots, and then all of the armor here. So yeah. I'm trying, so with last year I did a new costume every single month. Actually it was like, I started that beforehand. But it was a lot difficult on me. I had to focus more on small costumes, and then for the larger ones I was like sometimes working on 3 to 4 costumes at a time, which is why like my World of Warcraft, the first armor set, not the Arbiter, took so long, is because it was in the background and I was doing like a smaller one each month. So yeah, I wanted to focus this year on more bigger builds and not feel quite as rushed. Also, I'm doing like a lot of extra stuff. So I'm doing the Keyblades from Kingdom Hearts. I gotta build another trophy too for the Judges Award I got to give out. And then I'm also doing a lot of tutorials in the background right now, trying to push YouTube. So yeah, it's a busy month, and I wanted to kind of spread it out a little and not so much deadline. So hopefully everybody's okay with it. But for Patreon, because this is going to be our cosplay of the month for this month and next month, you still will receive all the awards, or rewards, not awards, and then you'll receive this month, instead of a wallpaper from this costume, I'm bringing back a new wallpaper from Atlantic Mercy from Overwatch, and then you'll still get prints and the photo shoot if you're this month but not next month, and then if you're for both months, you'll still get everything times 2, except for only one photo shoot. So hopefully it's still justified. I had a lot of people kind of talk to me about it, and they seemed all good and understanding on it and really supportive. They like the idea of having extra prints for those prints tiers that people are excited about. Since I no longer am doing new prints on my website, you can only get prints now through Patreon. So at least until the conventions come back, because there's no point in me ordering prints. So yeah. Okay. I hope that answered your question. Did you submit anything to BlizzCon Online? You don't think Arbiter was done by... No, it wasn't. So everything that I had that I could have submitted was already, like, I was a finalist for TwitchCon with, and you can't submit, because it's technically an award for being a finalist. And then the only other stuff I had was, like, 3 years old to 4 years old, and I didn't want to submit old work, so I didn't submit anything. But I did put something in for the, I think it's an exhibition or something, where you're not, like, competing, but I don't know if it made it in? I don't know anything about that, so. But yeah, I'd wanted to finish Arbiter in time, but it was one of those where I was just so busy last year, and I didn't want to rush it, so I missed the deadline, but that's okay. Yeah, this is like the only BlizzCon that I would have ever been able to try to compete in. Because I can't afford to ever go to BlizzCon in person. Not at least right now. Like, the only reason I can go to TwitchCon is because I make it into the cosplay contest, and then they help provide with transportation and things, so. But BlizzCon doesn't do that from my understanding. Like, you have to already have a ticket, and then you can submit, and then, yeah. A little more challenging. I'm excited though. There's like a few people I've been watching their builds, and they never said that they were necessarily entering for BlizzCon, but I'm pretty sure they did because there would be like photo shoots right before it. And there's some that are really, really good that I'm excited to see. I'm gonna take a picture. Who knows what the future shows will look like? Looking forward to seeing what the community comes up with. Yeah. I think it's really cool that they did bring forth a online version. Like, online cosplay competitions, they're not as, like, they're still as credible, but it's kind of like somebody isn't physically there to inspect your props and to look over, where online ones, you can still, you're not supposed to, but you can still Photoshop out imperfections, which judges wouldn't know if you did or not. I've never done that, but like I can see that being an issue. So it's a little kind of questionable on that part, but I'm excited that a lot of places are doing online ones. And I think it'd be really cool, even when conventions come back, if they did, here's a live one and here's an online version with like a select few or something. That way you can kind of have more bigger builds come to your cons. Might be a cool concept. Pascal Hun, they got a kick out of the review. Yeah. Yeah, like, especially for sewing. If you're a person that enters online and you don't do pictures of like the back of your clothing and like the seams and stuff, you can't really judge off of that. And it's really hard to do pictures and show all the details. Like if you do a lot of hand embroidery or hands like beadwork, it's really hard to capture that through photos like fully. So, but I do hope they kind of do both going forward. And I'll be curious on how they kind of do the show this year. glue got clogged again. See if I can kind of just fill it in. So yeah, I'll have to, once we're done with all this, I'll have to wait like 24 hours to make sure it's all fully dried. Because just because the top layer is dry, the under part might not be. Because you're potentially just creating a bubble, and the outer layer will be dry, but not the inside. Hi Cliff, welcome on! Yee. How are you today? Excuse me, sorry. I feel like I'm doing details on like a cake. A little. There you go. Sleepy, you've been doing nothing all day and now you are tired. Aw, that's a good thing. Yeah. It was nice this morning. So, of course, I have trouble sleeping. We all know that. And this weekend was no exception. So, last night, when I got up in the middle of the night to go potty, I kind of kicked Fluff out of the room and closed the door. So that way I wouldn't get licks in the morning and her, like, stomping back and forth on me, trying to wake me up. And it was really nice. I love my kitty, but it was nice to get a little bit of sleep this morning. And I realized that she's actually been kind of one of the main reasons I've been having, like, sleep problems and stuff, and, like, waking up and just being grumped and, like, so tired is because she's just trampling on me. So, yeah. I'm gonna get a drink real quick. Cheers, guys. Foundation of the details and then your priming or paint over. Yeah, so all of my foam work, it's always EVA foam, and then I do Plasti Dip on top. So once all of this is done and dry, it'll still be Plasti Dipped, and then it'll be, I'm gonna do a seal over it. I've never done that before, but Createx Paint, who is now sponsoring my paint for airbrush painting, they sent me a new sealer. And so I'm gonna do it as a primer, and then airbrush paint, and then seal again. But yeah, I know. Dr. Peppa time! But yeah, it's, so the shield still has different layers on it. There's a giant gem that sits in the center, there's two little wings here, there's wings at the bottom. There's also like an X kind of shape, as well as the sword sits behind the shield. So behind the shield, I'm gonna have to add a sheath-like thing or something to capture the shield, or the sword to sit in there. And then I'm also gonna have to add some type of, like, if this is me holding the shield here, I'm gonna have to add some brackets or something that I can put my arm in and hold. So yeah, that is the plan. But for doing this, I'm just gonna have the shield how it is. It's gonna have all the stuff behind it fully done in the foam, and that's gonna be it. All of the other sections are gonna be made separately. They're gonna be finished and sealed and painted and everything. And then once everything is painted at the end, I will assemble them afterwards. Just because the paint job is so complex with this, it would be very difficult to tape off all of the sections. So, yeah. Oh yeah, airbrush paint is like, it's super, super thin. It's not like acrylic paints or anything. It's basically, if you sprinkled little dust, that's how thin it is. That's like the best I can describe it. Where the one thing though is with Plasti Dip, I will have to be aware when you use Plasti Dip and do your heavy coats, it does thicken a little bit and it'll get stuck between all of these little pieces, so I'll have to be very careful with spraying here. So that's why I'm trying to make them as high as possible, because the flatter they are, the more likely they're going to disappear. But it's also going to help kind of fill in and make it a little bit more even and less paint-like from a pin kind of thing, if that makes sense. Yeah. But good thing about this is I don't have to rush, because it's got to be 24 hours for it to dry. I just have to keep it away from the fluff and hope she doesn't come and like step on it or rub it. That would be a nightmare. So yeah. There we go. There's one piece over here I want to add a little bit more to. Okay. Yeah, our first section, it got a little flat. Because I was really shaky at the beginning. I've kind of eased through a little bit now, so I'm not as shaky, but I'm still a bit. I'm like more back to my normal shakiness. So yeah. Yeah, one of the most requested things I get now, now that I'm doing all of the basic tutorials and going over like cosplay tools and equipment, everybody wants airbrush. Airbrush painting, airbrush gun, so that one's gonna be a little bit difficult to do, just because of like, there's a wide variety in like airbrush guns and stuff, so I'm gonna have to focus it on like, this is my specific one. Here's other options, but this is mine kind of thing. And like, airbrush guns aren't all the same like feed for the paint. So I'm gonna kind of have to really, not script it, but kind of like figure out how exactly to explain it the easiest way. Okay. We're a fourth of the way done. Taking a little bit of time, but we're getting there. I think I'll film once we get to the top up here. That'll probably be the easiest. So like I keep stopping because it gets like a little clogged, so I'm just getting a pin and inserting to kind of get rid of it. Like it should be barely putting pressure for it to come out. And then when you have to squeeze too much, that's when you're more likely to get the air bubble. Ugh. shake it up a little. Really tedious work, but also really relaxing. Could go either way. As someone who likes sitting and doing puzzles for hours, this is for you. I mean, I'm a puzzle person and I do tons of detail, so this is my thing. The other option was to, like, it's a three-dimensional part for all of this, unlike up here where it's a knife and causing a line. So the only other option was to hand cut each of these little pieces and stick them on top, and I didn't want to do that. So that's why I'm kind of testing out this technique. So far it looks okay. It's really gonna come down to the paint job, I think, for this. Like, I know the blues and the golds up here are gonna be beautiful. The gold border around, we'll see. I hope it doesn't look cheap. I'm getting another paper towel. I definitely recommend, if you're going to use this process, to have new paint, not 10-year-old paint. Yeah. Preferably. Nah, bubble. See if I can smooth that out a little. I guess it's gonna turn into a leaf. There, fixed it. Okay. Dots are basically filling in spots. There we go. Cleared it. Well, I thought it did. It's gonna be really interesting when this all dries and it flattens more. Curious on how much more it's gonna flatten with how thick we're doing it. Boop, 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 boop. Get to see my lovely feet. Sorry about that. Thanks for watching, guys, also. Hope you're enjoying this. I'm thinking for our next stream on Wednesday, probably do a game stream since we haven't done one in a while. Trying to kind of balance it out more since I've now got my stuff going to 2 different YouTube channels. For the gaming specific one and for the cosplay specific one. It's just not happy now. You were doing so well. Come in. Either that or the bottle's starting to get empty and it's just like dried shit at the bottom. That'd be bad. More Sea of Thieves or finding something new? I don't know. I mean, I'm enjoying Sea of Thieves. I'd like it if I can get like a full crew and not just like me and one person. I prefer Sea of Thieves with like 4 people. But we have Genshi, but I'm kind of a little tired of it right now. I think last time, because I kind of forced myself to play it and I was like really ADD and I couldn't focus on anything. I think that kind of ruined it when I was forcing myself to play a game. So kind of don't want to play it right now. There we go. But I do want to go back into World of Warcraft. I keep saying that. I'm really bad at like going back and playing it. But I'm actually playing Planet Zoo right now. Again, but that's not really a streaming game in my opinion. Because it's more of like, I just sit there and I just kind of do stuff. I'm having fun with it, but I don't know if people really just want to watch me like multitask kind of thing. I don't know. It's a hard watch on it. But yeah, I don't really have any other games that I'm doing right now. Like, most of the time I want to play games with other people. Yeah. Like, I want to play games with other people, but a lot of times everybody has work. I know, I'm really bad for always, like, I want to do WoW with you, Adam, but I always just am, something comes up and I'm busy, or, like, I don't know, and so I'm no longer, like, saying, I'm gonna play games with you this time, because I don't want to, like, not again, and yeah. Because I kept canceling on you and I felt so bad. Darn it. Thought we would finish that one, but no. I wonder if that's the case. I need to give it more oxygen to the bottle. It doesn't fit on the table anymore. You understand, but you're still gonna... I know. Just keep like, WoW today? WoW today. You want to play WoW today, and I'll eventually be able to. No, bubble. Filming this part might be good. Let's do that real quick so we at least have that done. Give my hand a break for 2 seconds. And our music has now started to repeat. one got a little off, but that's okay. Hey, looks Pokemon. Just want to get this done for the filming part real quick. Oh, that one got really off. It just stopped. Hey, just great Pokemon also. No, thank you, Wilkes. Yeah, we are currently working on the detail part on our shield for the Sacred Shield Charlotte cosplay from Final Fantasy Brave Exodus, which is their mobile game. So, that is my game that I've been playing lately. Aw, thank you. Yeah, we're using like t-shirt puff paint right now to add the little details. But it's about 10 years old, the paint, so it's a little hit or miss on if it works. No! We gotta make that work. There's gonna be a happy little leaf there. Happy little leaf. Okay. Done filming. There are no mistakes, just happy little leaves. Can confirm. Picasso pin 1 minute, then RFI, the next massive blob. I know, especially when it gets an air bubble, and then it's just like. So with this paint though, if you get any air bubbles or anything, it doesn't dry flat. It dries thickness wise with the paint. So if parts of it are thicker but there's an air bubble, that part will be like a lot lower than the rest. So it's a little, trying to keep it balanced. I'm gonna get another pin too, needle pin. Dr. Pepper break. Cheers. Okay. I'm moving here now, because this is going to be the easiest to do. I actually don't need that plugged in anymore. Okay. Little tip, if you're keeping a pin for cleaning something like this, have one with a dark cap and not a white one so you don't lose it. There's your tips today. And I think I'm gonna go hit the restroom too beforehand. Give my hand a little bit longer of a break. Ugh. Or at least my finger. It's like, ugh. See, normal hand. Shake. Alright, I will be back in just a second, guys. Thank you for watching. Much love. I'm gonna do a little ad break too. Boop. Alrighty, I am back. Also, ran the dryer some more. There we go. Okay. Aw, thank you. I love me the detail in my work. I need to turn the monitor actually too, so I can see. Let's do. Trying to get it so y'all don't see the monitor? Is that good? Maybe? Am I cut off though? I am. Okay, well, that's probably the best that we're gonna get. So. And once I get to the opposite side over here, then I'll flip the shield around and we'll work. But it's easier for me to do this part on this side. swear the glue is just getting harder and harder to use. I kind of want to see with the other paints that I have if any of them are a little better. Because it's getting, like, it worked okay at the beginning, but now it's just getting where it's like every other time I gotta fix it. I have other ones too, but these are the ones that I grabbed, so we'll see if these even work or not. This one might be completely dried. Not a good sign. There's like a chunk of paint inside, like... No, that one's a no. Okay, let's see if this one does any. The scary red one. Like, I know the one in this one is really liquidy. Ah, this one works good. Ooh, let's see. Okay, now to make everybody go really OCD of like having a different colored one, I think, or triggered. And then it gets clogged. Looking so good for a second. So it's kind of like the same thing with airbrush paint when it gets clogged. You kind of just gotta clean out the gun. But in this case, I can't open this. Maybe? Darn you. Let's see. Thicker needle? See if I can get it farther down. It works for like small little bits and then gets clogged. So maybe we'll get it this time. gonna say it. I'm not gonna jinx it. That one kind of messed up because it had an explosion at the first part. Come on. Well, there we go. Doesn't show as much as the other one, but it'll still do. At least for streaming wise. We'll start there. It's more of a threatening color. Arg. Thanks for watching, guys. have done half of the shield now. Yay! Let me get a new paper towel, and we're gonna... I'm gonna rotate it a little bit and do the rest of the top actually, and then we'll flip it. Yeah. It bugs me that the one spot at the corner is the pink yellow, or not yellow, pink or purpley kind of color. Okay, so a little bit more. We hit some kind of air pocket. Now it comes out a little easier. I've got a little bit more of the dry stuff. So far I've gone through 3 needles by doing this, trying to clean it. Okay. And this side, and after this section, we'll flip it. because I almost feel like I should be in the cooking section by like applying all of this. Like decorating a cake stream. I think in the end, one side of the shield is gonna look nicer than the other with this. Eee. There was a bubble. Can't tell what this one is. Trying to mirror it from the other side as much as possible. Let's see if I can do it. Cool, cool. I think watching. Hope you are enjoying our stream. Hope everybody has been having a great Monday so far. I know Mondays can be a pain. We got some bad lurkers today, which is all good. Technically, this part that we're doing is not gonna be seen because it's gonna have another piece on top of it, but I'd still rather it be there and look good. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm just kind of zoning out right now and just doing this. Gotta get it done. Loud noise. See if that helps it a little bit more. Nope, still fogged. Come on. Ah! Okay, I got the fog. Thought it did. Come on. Yee! Hi Jet, welcome on! Shield, yeah. And thank you also for the new follow. What's up? This is the Sacred Shield Charlotte shield that we're making from Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Just going around and adding like little t-shirt puff paint as details. But the paint's like 10 years old and it keeps getting clogged a little bit. So taking a little longer, but still happy with it. Okay, I'm gonna move this back over there. Hope you are doing well today. Keeps getting clogged. How much time do you have into it so far? For the whole thing so far, maybe like 3 days. But there's a lot more components to the shield too. And then the sword also, I haven't started on yet. In general, this build's gonna be for the entire costume for Charlotte, the clothing, armor, the shield and sword, and everything. I have planned for 2 months. Give me some time to just work on it and not rush. So, not too bad of a build. Waffles! Hi, Flufflepuff. No. Hello, you can't get into the paint. Yeah, you gotta stay here. You can't get into the paint. You see what I'm doing? No, such a happy face. Such a happy face. Hello, Fluff. What now? Okay. You gonna sit on the chair? Sit on the chair? Yeah? No. No, you can't get your hair in the paint. Yeah. You just got a bath this weekend. You don't need another bath. Hello, puppies. Hello, puppies. Oh. I know. What are we gonna do? Okay. Okay, let me sit. Let me sit. Then you can choose what you want to do. Yeah. Meow. Meow. I can move this back now. Yeah. Meow. Meow. Yeah. Y'all can finally hear her meow. Okay, you stay right there. Okay? Yep. Okay. Back to trying this side. Just don't rub on my arm, okay? Good girl. Good girl. This might not work out the best. clogged again. I'm happy she's more, like, willing to come on stream than at least when I first got her. So that's good. There we go. Well, I thought. Maybe that was the piece there. Nope. Sorry that this keeps getting clogged. Yep. Give up myself. Okay, maybe I got it then. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, wait. No, no. Stop. You see it? Yeah. Okay. Go back down. Back down. Back down, Fluffles. I know. No. Go there. Lay there. Good girl. Good girl, Fluff. Good girl. Now stay. Just like, I want to help. See, you don't need to use your channel points to see her. And then save them up for Seachas instead. The rare bunny that comes once in a blue moon. Okay. Yeah, she's a little clingy since she got kicked out of the bedroom last night, so I could sleep. Since she's been, like, just walking all over me to wake me up in the morning and licking my face. So, yeah. The wings you made looks awesome. You'll have to watch the video. I got lots of wings. Which wings are you talking about? And thank you. I've made 4 sets of Mercy wings. I've made Arbiter wings from World of Warcraft. I've made Ariel and Tyrael wings from Diablo 3 Heroes of the Storm. And I've made Fairy Asana wings. I think those are all my wings? I don't know. Anybody else remember any other ones? Oh, the Moving Mercy? I've made 2. 2. But you're probably talking about the Atlantic one. But thank you. Yes, Bubbles. Meow meow. Meow. You can pay. You can pay, little dog. Yeah, the Atlantic Mercy one was my most recent one, and that one was a finalist for last year's TwitchCon cosplay competition. Or I guess technically 2 years ago for the 2019 one. Yeah. It was in your highlights? Oh, okay, yeah. Atlantic Mercy. Yeah, most of my highlight stuff has been moved to YouTube just because of DMCA stuff. So all of my gaming vlogs go to my gaming YouTube, which is Tiffany Gordon Gaming. And then all of my cosplay ones go to my cosplay YouTube, which is Tiffany Gordon Cosplay. But yeah, I've got tons of tutorials on everything, and yeah. For Mercy costumes, I started off with Valkyrie Mercy, then it was Combat Medic Ziegler Mercy, and those also had moving wings, and then Pink Mercy, and then my most recent one was Atlantic Mercy. And potentially I'll do another one for or if Overwatch 2 comes out. But not sure yet. I got a little burnt out from it just because, like, I did one every year. I think one year I did 2. And I didn't want people to just know me as just Mercy. But yeah, I didn't do one last year, so I skipped a year. I thought I got it. It's gotta be something where I keep pushing it down and it comes back. Love the axe saw on you. Ah, thank you. Yeah, that one was the Sepulchre axe from Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which was my in-game axe for playing, and it lights on fire. Yo, Cliff. I really wish I could just like take this off and clean it out properly. Hi Tucker, welcome on. How are you? No, you were going. You were going. All of like 2 seconds. Okay, how about let's shake it up again. Now nothing. Yeah, we're currently working on the details on our shield for our Sacred Shield Charlotte costume from Final Fantasy Brave Exodus, which is their mobile game. And I'm trying to do the details, but my paint keeps getting clogged. Doing fine, just completed a speech for public speech class. Ooh, how'd it go? How'd it go? I hope it went okay. I hated speech class in college. It was awful. But hopefully yours is a little better. had 5 minutes to tell how learning from new cultures has helped define you. Ooh. Cool, cool. So how has it defined you? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Wait, so for your speech class, are you having to do it in, like, in person, or do you have to do it over a call? No, it got clogged again. I'm gonna like squeeze this and it's just gonna explode, I feel. You're a woodworker, but you've always wanted to get into cosplay. You've made some weapons from wood and metal. Nice! Yeah, I was a metalsmith before I got, well, I kind of did cosplay before metalsmithing, but I went to college and stopped doing cosplaying and then got back into it. Definitely woodworking. You're gonna love working in EVA foam. Like, it'll be nice, and if you do all of the wood carving and stuff, doing it in EVA foam is like 10 times easier. You won't have like necessarily the push and pull, but you can sand things and put them all in like the directions you want. It's nice. Or just making them out of the real materials is always good too. He had to present over a Zoom call. I feel like that's not as bad then. Like if you're afraid of public speaking and stuff, I feel like it would be a little less, less intimidating. I'm sorry I got up. It's okay. Yeah. Of course. The first swords that I made were actually out of wood, and those were for Ciri and Geralt from Witcher 3. And I didn't have like any woodworking tools when I did them, so they were kind of shitty. But yeah, they're nice. One downfall about wood when it comes to making props for cosplay is some conventions, if they ever open up again and whatever, some conventions don't allow wood weapons or metal weapons, so you have to be a little careful with that. You've seen some footwork with Adam Savage. Seems easier than with, yeah, definitely. It's different, but it's still pretty nice. And it's a lot cheaper. Well, it depends on what type of wood you're using, but yeah. You're so annoying, Paint. Like this whole shield is EVA foam made out of the 2mm, which is all this detail stuff, and then the outer part is let's see, like 10mm, I think. So in total 20. Like the steampunk, the hard with foam thing. You can still do steampunk stuff though. With foam. You can make anything out of foam, and you can make it look like the material you want. Oh. Like normally with foam, I don't do this process, but it's something I need for the detail spots. And I didn't want to cut out each section out of foam because it would take a lot of time. Yeah. A lot of people, when they start off making like EVA foam stuff, they just use one thickness. For me, I try to make it look more realistic and closer to what actual metalsmiths would do, because not everything you make is going to be the same thickness. Plus, I have basically a Dremel, and I use a sanding drum on everything, sand it out, heat treat the whole thing with a heat gun. For painting, I do Plasti Dip as a base coat, and then I'll do airbrush painting on top of it. So, kind of patinas, but like different, you know. Hi Nightflyer, welcome on, how are you? And gluing wise, you don't use wood glue for gluing all your pieces together. You would use contact cement glue, which dries faster. You'll have to wear a respirator when you do it, but you just apply contact cement glue to both of your pieces, let them dry, and then connect them. Thanks, being helpful. You'll shut up and let... Oh no, it's all good. I'm happy when people come in and ask questions and talk. I get a lot of lurkers, and I love my lurkers, but it's also nice to have people to interact with. Considering half the time this has been just like unclogging the tip. So... The best thing about being live, I can actually talk to people and answer questions. I get lots of questions on how did you make this, and I don't like to write it because I'm terrible at spelling and writing, and it just takes more time. So it's like, come here and just ask it here, and I'll answer. Yay! Learning new cultures has always been a personal interest. Understanding someone else's way of life is fascinating and helps close any gap in understanding who they are. That sounds good. Sounds professional. I had, in college, the same, like I did community college in my first year, and for the community college, a lot of it was, at least for mine, was like retired teachers that used to be at like a big school, but then they came to the community college just as I want to do something. And the same year I was taking the speech class, but the other class was, I think it was a history or something. And the professor I had was legally only allowed to teach one class a semester. And his tests were about what he thought. And what he thought was not that. And he didn't like immigration, he didn't like foreigners at all. We're not talking politics, by the way. I'm just saying what he thought. And he would go on rants about his time in Vietnam and hearing all of the tigers roar and how he kept losing his wallet and the birds on his back porch. That's what I learned in history, and we had to do tests over his opinions, not actual history. So it was an interesting class, and yeah. She doesn't like the dot. She prefers cool people to discuss things. Feels bad now. Oh, Cliff. For me, college was not actually learning how to do stuff. It was how to work the system and how to understand that not everybody thinks the same. Sounds interesting. Yeah, I know. It's like, I had a really good friend in that class too, and she had immigrated over with her family from, I think, Korea, and they had like an argument in the class, and he was like, no, you should not be here, and this and that, and it was just like, oh my gosh, it was so bad, and like, ugh. I'm glad I'm not there anymore. I'm glad, like, I understand why he could only teach one class a year, or a semester, or whatever, but still, I think that was too much. Ugh. But yeah, enough about that. Sorry. Cheers, guys. Wizard Grim. Cool people. Good thing I just got back. I mean... No longer about learning, it's about passing. I mean, for that one it was. From my art classes, like, I kind of learned, really the things that I learned in art college was how to metalsmith, so how to solder and things like that, how to make paper. Yeah, that's pretty much it I learned from college. And then teaching. I was a TA for like 2 years, and I taught like, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I taught like 10 classes in total, maybe more. And I had to run a department. So I learned a lot from doing that, but not necessarily from classes. And like the classes that were supposed to be helpful for like teaching you to how to run, like how to be a professional artist when you grow up, they didn't help. There was all old 10-year people that were like, you just go and you be happy and you put some art into a store and then you're good. No, you can't do that. It doesn't work like that anymore. It's like, you can do that when you're a 10-year and you have, like, you don't have to worry about money, but everybody else it doesn't work like that. So, I actually learned everything, like, business related through my, my jewelry designing job. And that's what I really got my education for. Or from. Your metalsmithing knowledge stuff is pretty interesting. Yeah. You're studying architecture, but can't just... that's cool. I love architecture. I can't tell you any of the, like, buildings' names or any of that, but I've always been interested in it. And, like, technically, for when I do my blueprints and stuff, like, I had to learn drafting, which I learned at my jewelry design job, because I'd have to design, like, a ring, and I'd have to do every single side of it, to propose it to the company to mass produce it and make it. And, so I learned that, and I actually do a lot of drafting for my blueprints. So that's kind of where I got that from, but I've always loved it. Gotta run out space and big text. Text is mostly. Oh. I think out of my friends, I think one of them was a sculptor, and I think he actually is doing sculpting for a company, like a welding company or whatever. And then, let's see. And then I have one other friend who also worked at the same jewelry company that I did. But otherwise, none of my other friends stayed with art or their degree because you can't really make too much of a living on it. Like, they still do it, but they, like, still work at, like, HEB or, like, some basic shopping place, which kinda I do, but I just do this now. But yeah, they don't make most of their income through their art, unfortunately. Especially right now. Nobody's buying anything. Didn't you learn Rhino? Yeah, I learned Rhino 5 at my jewelry design job. I basically kind of self-taught myself, and then some of my other coworkers would help me along, and then they sent me to do a 3-day workshop in Seattle for a Rhino 2 class. And then I have understanding on how to use ZBrush, but I just don't have the program. But I have a Rhino 6 at home, or well, here, and I still use it. You just bought a bunch of stickers from a friend off Redbubble. No idea what you're going to do with them. You don't. Oh, well, that's nice that you bought some. Same. I love stickers. I just don't do anything with them. I have a lot of friends that have given me their stickers, and I'm like, thanks. But what do I do? I don't put stickers on things. Support artist friends! Eee! Good peoples. You be good peoples. We're like 75% done. Huzzah! Huzzah! Also, this camera seems like it's getting a little dark. Let me up the brightness. That is the cat cam. Configure. Let's do that a little better. Can you see it a little more? Same, you want to use stickers, but you don't know where and what if you stick them on the wrong thing and then you've already— I know! My sister puts them all over her laptop. But like, I got in trouble if I put stickers on things when I was a kid. So I guess that might be why I don't put stickers on things. You don't put stickers on your cars, you don't put stickers on any of your furniture. Or you get in trouble. You have a large wood sketchboard. You throw all your stickers there. Just to waste them. The one thing I do get though, especially at cons, is I love enamel pins. But not like the cheap ones. I like the expensive, like, they spent money to make these enamel pins. But a lot of, at least when I was going to conventions like, what, 2 years ago now? I don't know. They were kind of rare. Like most people had like gone to the circles that you do like a little push thing or whatever. Or if they were enamel pins, they weren't like, you couldn't see the border. It kind of just was like flat, and I don't know how to explain it. But I have like a whole collection of things, of them. I actually have one of them over here. One of them. I don't know if it has my good stuff on it. Let's see. Make sure it doesn't have my stuff on it. This is from PAX. What year? PAX 2020. I'm gonna move it over here. So like, the good pins. Yeah. That one. My little fishy one that says "Fight Me." And Sakaba! I ended up getting a Twitch one. But yeah, that's all I have on this one. Oh no, it got caught. There we go. I know, the last convention since everything happened. Technically, I had one more convention between that one. Well, kinda I had one more convention. It was the one where I was a guest at, and the day I arrived, which was the day of that Friday, that was when they shut down everything in Texas and there was no more cons. And it was like, and we were like hoping they'd push it back, like, or it would happen like 1 week later, but yeah, they made it that day where you couldn't do more than 50 people group meetups or something. So that was the kinda last con. And it sucked because I had so many conventions lined up last year for being a guest at. But, oh well. Like, funny because I like conventions, but I'm also really antisocial, so it's kind of stressful for me with conventions because then I gotta talk to people and I just like, hi, I can't do small talk. Like, I'm good. Put the camera in front of me and have nobody here, I'm good. But more people. You can do it. Come on, paint. Get rid of whatever junk is in there. Boo. Gotta go. Have a great stream. Well, thank you for stopping by and have a wonderful rest of your day. So much fun. I need this to be a certain thickness too, so that's why I'm kind of going over a couple times. Yoko, it's late already. Thanks for the stream and have a great day, everyone. Thanks for stopping by also, Alchemist, and have a wonderful sleepy sleep. in it. I'm curious if there's just like a big chunk that keeps being suctioned in. Well, that changed shape. That's okay. Thanks guys for watching. I hope y'all have been enjoying this, I guess puff paint stream? I don't know. Us doing all the details to our shield. Hopefully it'll all look decent in the end. No. Probably after I finish this, I'll go around and see if there's any like little spots to add a bead or something. You're gonna say, it looks like you were moving faster with the red paint, must be behaving better, but you started yelling. Oh yeah. It works better, but it's still getting clogged. This one was more of a fuller bottle, and it was a little bit more liquidy, where the pinky purpley one was a little bit more thick, and it was a smaller bottle, so you had to apply more pressure to squeeze the paint out. But I think we're getting to the point where it's like a chunk, and I gotta really shake it up. And all this paint's 10 years old at least, so I'm surprised it's still okay. Yeah, let's see. When were you? This one's 1998. So a little more than 10 years on this one. Amazon, thank you for the new follow. Much love. So yeah, garage sale paint from when my mom got this when I was a kid. You were still in middle school? I think 98, let's see. I would have been in elementary school. Yeah. This paint is older than both of my sisters. see the finish line. Just work a little bit more and we'll be good. We'll be friends, Paint. I'm really curious if I was to get buy a new one from the store, like the difference, would it still have some issues like this? I mean, I hope it wouldn't, but just to see the difference. The Arctic air is passing through Austin this week, starting tomorrow. What's the temperature in Austin gonna be on Saturday? And it's caught up again. Around 40 where you are, a bit north of Austin proper. Ugh, it's gonna suck. I'm basically gonna be outside all day on Saturday in Austin, and oh, I hate cold. Oh, that one got smeared bad. Yeah, supposedly I'm tanking on Saturday, so hopefully it'll be okay, but we'll see. It had gotten rescheduled because I think, what was it, in January they had some event happening. And so we had to move it, but we have to do maintenance on it just because it's been over a year since we started it up. And we want to make sure that the tank keeps working, so yeah. But there's no events this year. So I'm sure we'll have to do other ones. See if just a wee bit. Nah, I mean, there is a section on IKEA you could go and you could just place another order for M4A3 EZ8, you know, just roll it off the conveyor belt. Okay, that's good. But those are a little more plasticky and we like the metal look to them. Lowe's versus IKEA. Hey, at least IKEA, somebody will like help you find what you want. Lowe's, they'll just stand there and stare at you. What is this last one? No! Stupid thing. One of my favorite things on some of the stuff I've had for years, like the sewing and the paint stuff from garage sales, is when you find a price tag on them. And like for a pair of like a pack of 4 snaps for sewing, when it cost you like, I don't know how much it costs now, but I like reading them and it'll be like, this was on 1992 like $1, and it's like, I guess $6 now or something, or I don't know, but it's just like, ugh. And I'll be sad when I have to start buying more stuff. So that's pretty much it for all of that. I'm gonna go around and kind of see. I might add a few little beads. I'm just gonna put it like that, I guess? I don't know. I kind of want to fill dead space. Any place that's kind of low. That won't be seen. Okay, don't get it on my pants. I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So hopefully in the end it'll all be good. The red is definitely drying a little bit different than the pinky purple one, so we'll kind of, hopefully they'll have the similar consistency. Maybe? Toss that. I'm gonna toss the needle too. Basically ruined. But yeah, so that's that. That side. That's like as much as I can show with it. So there's my shield! Yay! I don't really want to hold it up and have the paint accidentally like touch something. So I think that's gonna be it for us today. But yeah, woot, that was a lot of work. I'm happy we got it done. Yeah. I'm gonna do our little Indian. Boop. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and if you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany Gordon Cosplay, and press the follow button and join our community. I do cosplay making streams, obviously here, as you see, and then I do gaming streams. All of our past cosplay VODs are on my cosplay YouTube, which is Tiffany Gordon Cosplay, and then, oh, hi Yosho! And then all of my gaming streams are on my gaming YouTube, which is Tiffany Gordon Gaming. I've done a new cosplay every single month for over a year now, and this will be my first one that I'm gonna be doing it in 2 months, so it'll be nice to kind of have a small break of not doing one every month, but still doing it for over a year. But yeah, I hope you'll have a wonderful day. My next stream is gonna be on, what's today? Today is the 8th. Next stream will be on the 10th, which is a Wednesday. Most likely it's gonna be a gaming stream, just because I haven't done one in a while. So if I don't see you for then, hopefully I'll see you for our next one. But thank you for the new follows we received today. Thank you for the hosts we received today. Thank you, Daniel, for gifting a sub today on the channel. Did I miss anything else? I think that's it. Yeah. But let's see. Should we see if anybody else is on? Maybe raid somebody? Oops, sorry. I'll move the mic. Let me see if I can find somebody for us to raid. You see my mess. Let's see. Who do we got? Offline. Who's in the makers? Okay, let's see. Who's doing cosplays? I don't want recommended. I want do this. Boop 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 boop. Oh hey, there's me. Anybody else doing cosplay? We shall see, we shall see. Okay, I found somebody that's doing cosplay. I do real quick. Oh, never mind. They're French. They're French! Ooh, there's a glasswork artist. Let's send you over for glasswork. Anybody interested in glasswork? I love glasswork. Let's do raid Sparkos Glass. Ba-doop. All right, guys. I will see you for our next stream. Much love and thank you for watching. Okay, and have fun reading them. Say hi, and yeah. So much love and bye bye. Yee. Did it work? Oh, wait, I am. Okay.